Alrighty, well, I'm sitting here. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I found a website, change.org. I just typed in, feel compelled to start a petition. Didn't know how to go about doing it. Let me share what I wrote. And if you remember, my first video was about raising the age and how shocked we were to find out when our son was arrested that 17 is considered an adult when it comes to criminal responsibility. And the thought of a junior in high school, now going on to be a senior after his arrest, being put in the adult prison system, no matter how they try to say that it's segregated, as a mother, is absolutely devastating. It's nightmarish, if that's a word. It leaves very little room for comfort, for relief. This bill has been sitting in the sitting at the Senate since April of last year, of 2017. And so I'm writing this in hopes to maybe get a little attention shed on it. This is what I wrote so far. A House bill that supports raising the age of criminal responsibility from 17 to 18 in Texas passed the House last year, April 2017, but has been stuck in the Senate since. Similar bills for years have failed despite numerous studies that show the benefit of raising the age from 17 to 18. Texas is only one of the few states left that treats 17-year-old offenders as adults in criminal matters, although they can neither vote, drive without restrictions, nor serve their country. Many of them, like my son, who is a first-time offender, hasn't had the opportunity to get a job or finish high school. Immersing 17-year-olds through the criminal justice system, usually for minor offenses, could ultimately end them and their chance of being productive citizens. As in the case of my son, a junior in high school, arrested for the first time, had his confession used against him when all he knew was to tell the truth. The stark reality is many Texas residents aren't aware that their teen is an adult if he or she commits a crime. This petition is a plea to take a long, hard look at research and weigh the scales of balance towards rehabilitation instead of being locked away in the adult prison system. And I think I may want to say weigh the scales of justice, because justice isn't being served when it comes to our youth. Justice isn't being served when it comes to anybody who commits a crime. And I know what people are going to say. Well, you shouldn't commit the crime, and we shouldn't. Sometimes we make mistakes, and none of us are infallible. We've all done things. What I'm saying is, I am not condoning going out and committing a crime, but what I am wanting to stand for is that people have a right to a fair trial. They have a right to be heard. They have a right to state their case. They have a right to an impartial jury. They have a right to have unbiased judges and district attorneys. And they have a right to be out with their families on bail, that they can afford to be out with their families. They can continue to work, provide a living for the family until their court dates come. That's another issue our young people have. These families don't have money. These kids are sitting in jail until God knows how long before they can get out. Sure, when they're done, that's time served. That time counts towards. But why have that child sitting there when they can be out doing and going through a normal chance at life, a normal chance, an opportunity to just be functional, to prove that the courts that maybe they can go do community service, they can volunteer, they can hold down a job, and to show the courts that they can be productive, but they can't do that sitting in jail. Another thing they cannot do sitting in jail, because things are recorded and there's there's cameras when the lawyers come to visit, they can't freely talk and tell their side of the story or really begin to build their case if they're sitting in jail. Okay? So that's where I am. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, anything that you'd like to bring to the forefront, anything that you'd like to see as far as this justice system, this criminal system, this prison system needing or being reformed, again, let's stick together, guys. Let's fight for this. So I want to send this off before I go to bed. So I just wanted to check in, let you all know what I was working on and what I'm doing. And again, follow me on Twitter at Mothers for Sons. And remember that we got to stick together, that we got to fight, that we've got to do more than just pray. We've got to be about it. We've got to be people of action and not just about words. All right, until next time. Bye.